I think I figured okay, so I think I've figured a way to learn 5x faster than I used to do before. So I had my exams coming. I'm having my exams right now, and I've just figured out a way to actually like 5x my speed at which I learn stuff, and it has just like made me a lot more time for doing other things like focusing on business or focusing on not exactly business, but yeah, focusing on all the other things that I want to do, like prospecting and my jobs, applying and whatever. So I'm just going to share this entire approach that I went through and take you through in detail what everything that I did, so that you can like apply the same principle to learn, not just for exams but for any goals, be it like you want to learn quickly about AI to build an app, or you want to learn about whatever, it could be anything. So I'm just going to like take you through this entire system, and at the end of the video you'll know exactly how to use the system to like 5x your learning or even more with this system. So yeah, let's just dive in. So there are like a couple of steps that you need to follow in order to learn. So first is the goal. Now here, what is the goal? Why do you want to learn? In my case, it was actually I had my math exam, and I wanted to like get some good grades on my exam and didn't want to like do bad. So that was my goal. So is it like you wanting to get some marks on a paper on an exam, or is it you wanting to like build something, or you wanting to like enhance your skill set? You have to like define the goal exactly. And yeah, in what does success look like, you have to ask yourself. So what am I learning, and at the end of this, what would success look like for me? In my case, it would be that I did well in my exam. I mean, that is not specific enough. It needs to be more specific. Like I need to get 80% or 90% or 60% or 70%, whatever it could be. In my case, it can be like a lot different for you in your case, in whatever goal you're trying to do. But then this is very important. You need to like narrow down and really lock in on why you want this, why you want to learn, and what exactly you want to learn. And next step is gather. Now after we like know what we're learning and why we're learning, now we need to gather the resources that we need to like learn or put all these stuff together. For these, it could be like lecture slides in my case, or past papers, or yeah, basically these are like usual stuff for exams, but it could be like research papers, or it could be books, or it could be like articles or web pages or Instagram posts sometimes, or yeah, anything. You need to like gather the right amount of sources. Now for exams, usually at least yeah, for lower classes, like I'm doing bachelor's, you're usually like given all the lecture slides, but usually like it wouldn't contain, and you would have to like gather all these resources, and you have to like find the right sources. Now you can use AI in this. Now yeah, a big part of the system is how I use AI to like optimize and just speed run uh, a part of the system that would take a lot more without it. So yeah, oh, oops, just a minute. So yeah, that's just my system. And yeah, sorry for that. So yeah, and now that you have all these information gathered, so how yeah, so we want to like gather all these information. Now how can we use AI? Now this is very straightforward. You just go to AI, and let's say Gemini, and I just basically very simply, yeah, if you haven't like used this tool, which is called Google AI Studio, this is a game changer for me, and it's completely free, which even surprises me now. So yeah, you just go to Google AI Studio. It's just like a normal ChatGPT interface, but then you have a lot more functionality in this. Now once you go over here, you just basically type, or you can also do voice typing, which I think is a lot more efficient. So which you can set up for yourself if you're on a Mac by in the settings, or there's also like some apps like Aqua or Whisperflow. But yeah, that aside, now yeah, let's say I want to do studying for math, so I just yeah, you just like type in here like what exactly you want to study about. Let's say I want to study about how I should use AI in 2026 to like max out on looking for the right opportunities. So I say, oops, yeah, I want to learn about how to use AI in 2026 to look for the right opportunities and bring me the best sources that I should use to learn about this and give me the right concise sources that I should use. And I just do that and give it to AI. Now, if you'd have to like manually do this, it would probably take you like you have to look through research papers or like look through all of the internet, and it would like easily take you like half an hour to 2 3 hours. Now you just have it right at you, so it gives um, AI scouting, so hyper personalized networking. So yeah, it's not giving me like exact sources that I. Oh yeah, it did give me. So it gave me all these uh, web pages. So I can like go back again and ask it to give me like specific and give me like specific web pages that I should learn. And yeah, that is all that is possible. And the step three would be skim. Now this is very important. Now with that, before diving into it right away, I think it's super important to skim. Now what skimming is, now uh, it is like going over the entirety of the concept before diving into like every specific concept deeper. It's just like getting a broader perspective on the entire thing before diving deeper. And I think this is a huge time saver. Probably like, yeah, it could save you hours of time in this, and I'm going to tell you exactly how you can like do this. Now once you have these slides or the resources, you just upload it to Google AI Studio. Now I'm going to tell you how exactly this would work. So I go to Google AI Studio again, and I'm just going to like take you through what I did before. So yeah, I was just studying for my engineering materials exam, and this is exactly what you do. So you just a minute. Yeah, you go to and upload these slides in my case. So I just had to download these slides. In your case, it could be book or books or web pages. You just download them, and from the downloads, you just drag them into it. And once I drop it here, it's done. So drag it and then give this specific prompt, which says transform this information that is contained in these resources into a single person podcast script form, and make it very concise with only containing information of definitions, concepts, and full examples. Do not make any of your own commentary. And now AI just spits out the entirety of the concepts very concisely in a podcast script form. Now, what we're going to do, we're not going to consume it directly. So I'm going to copy this, and yeah, so I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna open another instance of Google AI Studio, and you just go to this speech text feature that's available, which is a really cool feature. So you go to home. I don't know, my computer is just a lot laggier today. Might have to get a new one, but not anytime sooner. But anyway, so yeah, you just get to this turn text into audio with Gemini, and we just paste our scripts. So we just turn it to single speaker audio and paste it, and we just click run. Now it is going to take some while before it generates, but then when it does, you just have an entire audio that just runs you through the, and you do not have to worry about the formatting, because the AI sorts it out, and in the audio that's all going to be like somehow figured out and read properly. And once you have the audio, you just go back to the script and you just follow through along the script, listening to it. Now I have to mention that the first time that you're listening to it and skimming, you are not going to understand every bit of it, and it's very normal. You just have to like keep going. Although you don't understand everything, you just have to like familiarize yourself into and internalize. Try to like immerse yourself into this thing that you're learning. And Yeah, so listen while reading scripts. Now, you can do it like 1 to 2 times or 3 times if required, how many times that ever you want. And once you kind of like you shouldn't wait for like the perfect understanding yet. You just have to like wrap your head around like what's exactly happening and familiarize yourself with it. And step 4 is comprehension. Now here is where we understand and get deeper into the things. Now we're not going to do the textbook way where we just read through things and like go one by one. No, we're gonna start diving into like topic wise practice questions. In my case, in your case, it could be anything that would test your knowledge on this. So you could like, there's another tool which is like really helpful. It's called Notebook LM. And so it's basically just a tool by Google which just lets you learn all these things. So you just have these notebooks and I can like give any sources. Now I just did this for one of my other exams, so I just have to like give all my sources, all my PDFs, and I can ask it to create quiz based on that, or flashcards, or mind maps, or audio, or yeah, and I can like even specify or customize it however I want it to be. So you kind of like get the idea of like how you could use this. Now I just use this to give all my I mean, yeah, so oops, yeah, so I can use this to generate quizzes, and you have to like test yourself on this. And as you're attempting questions, you're not going to be 100% like sure of answering it, and that's completely okay. That's how, yeah, you get stuck. And once you get stuck, I have this like beautiful on Mac, it's just Command Shift 4. So you so let's say I get stuck on, I don't know, I'm learning about AI. um oh shoot, okay, let's say I'm learning about best universities in the UK. I once learned about this too, like, I don't know, uh what for whatever reason. So I just go over here to one of the articles, and let's say this is one of my best articles. So, oh, okay, this is not probably not the best example, but just to show you. So I just do Command Shift 4, and I can like, let's say, oops, yep, I can just take a screenshot. Let's say I don't know what to best choose from all of these. So I just take a screenshot of this and paste it into the AI. Oh, not over here. Actually, wait, let's go back again. So yeah, I just copy this and I go back to my Google AI Studio, and yeah, I already have like a Gemini tab open. So I just copy this, and yeah, as you can see, like I've done this before. I just copy the part of the question that I don't understand and just have this thing on top of that here. So carefully help me solve this problem. So I just paste or drag this screenshot into the box, and then I just copy it over here and paste it and just send it along with the thing. So it just takes me like 2 seconds to like put this entire thing up. And oh shoot, Google, okay. So, and once we have that, we instantly like get ideas and understanding of it, and we don't get stuck. Now this is a very important thing in the system. Now a lot of the times when we're studying, getting stuck is where a lot of the time easily leaks, and we don't want it to happen. We need to have an instant feedback system, which is what we're going to be having. So it should be either ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini or any models. Like all of these are like really good nowadays. Now you just copy, screenshot it, paste it into AI, and ask for instant explanation, and you should have this instant feedback. This is a game changer, so you just don't get stuck and keep moving anyways. And after that, you get instant explanation, and you just keep doing this and solve these questions. So AI is your instant tutor, and questions on one screen and AI on the other. So you just alt tab back or switch between windows, and you just do this. And then step 5 is retain. Now that you've like wrapped your head around all these new things and try to understand or internalize everything, now you know everything what's happening. Now is the time to retain the information. So you want to like retain this for a longer period of time, so that you can recall it even after a longer period of time. And for this, what I do is, again, I go to ChatGPT or Claude and just ask it to like, I just talk into it. Now, the most efficient way that you can like use AI, the chatbot or chat interfaces, you should talk into it. So let me show you. So you just go into, let's say, ChatGPT, or oops, it just gets me on. You go to ChatGPT, and the best efficient way you can use this is not by typing, because typing is I think 3 times to 5 times slower than speaking. So what you can do is, if you're not already doing this, I would really suggest that you can just oh, it's so laggy. You can just use this button over here, the mic button, and just talk into it, and you can just talk, and then instead of like hearing back from it, you have to read, because again, listening is much more slower than actually reading the entire thing. So you speak into it and send it, and then you read the entire thing. So yeah, so that we can get this done as faster as possible and learn this information in the fastest possible way. And then, so yeah, you just teach the concept in your own words. So you just hit record and just speak everything that you've learned about this. I'll probably like go back to the podcast script that you generated, and then by having that on page, you just speak like, I mean, look at all these topics and say mechanical behavior and loading, and just say everything that you learned about that without actually looking. And yeah, once you say this, this creates this just sediments the concept into your brain, and you're teaching it, feel like you're actually teaching the AI, and just ask it to act like a dumb student at the end, and just send it, and the AI would like give you back something, some questions. Now those questions are like really gold mine sometimes, because those questions really makes you want to think about these concepts in a very different perspective. And trust me, like a lot of the times it just made me think in a very different way, which drove the point home for me. And that can really help. So you answer and explain, and sometimes you don't know the answer, and you don't have to like go looking back. You can just ask the AI back, I don't know, you answer this for me, and it gives me the answer. And then the AI exposes gaps I didn't know I had, and then go back and relearn weak spots. And usually you can just do it in the AI chat interface as well. So yeah, so if you can't actually, usually, although I felt like I have known the entire concept, but in usual cases I just cannot explain it. So I just have to like get myself to the next level of like understanding it so that I can explain it, and then I would actually like sediment it in my brain, and that is now retained. Now, if you've done all these 5 steps, you've just like done this in a much faster way. And trust me, like this just sounds like a lot of work, but when you actually do it, this reduces your time by 5x easily, and even more than that. Now, yeah, so you'd be exam ready. In my case, in your case, whatever your goal was, you would be able to achieve your goals by learning whatever you want to learn much faster. Now, so the AI weapons that I use, oops, stop. Yeah, AI weapons that I used was like Google AI Studio. Now this helps in the skim phase, also in the research phase. Now, especially in the skim phase, I just create these, give this my resources or slides or presentations to AI to create me a podcast script. Now you can like copy the exact prompt that I used in over here, and that gives us the audio podcast. And then yeah, we also use AI chat. Now this could be ChatGPT or Claude or whatever you use. My bad. So yeah, and then why is this happening? Okay. So yeah, and then you have this AI chat comprehension phase. So you just anytime you get stuck, you just ask the AI, or if there's anything that you want to like give screenshot or context stuff, take a screenshot and post it into AI. Now, usually with ChatGPT or Claude, you have like a limit for uploading images. So I would suggest that you use Gemini, which has unlimited uploads, and you can do this as many times as you want, and you don't have a limit. So use Gemini, and yeah, that is it. And after that, you just teach to the AI for retention purposes. I'm sorry, I don't know why this keeps happening, but yeah, why this beats traditional studying? Because old way read through a textbook and you just don't know which is important or not, and then memorize the entire thing, get stuck, reread, still confused and still not internalized. Yeah, 20 hours, probably that's over exaggerated. People take things seriously in the internet. But yeah, now you just like reduce it way faster. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but yeah, you can through this new way. And the key principles: never stay stuck. Anytime you stay stuck, have instant feedback by AI and active to, I mean, think about this. In old school way, you'd have to like wait for you, have to like report a question to the teacher by emailing them or whatever, and then you'd have to like wait for them to give you a reply, and which would take you like hours or even days. And now you just can get instant help, and which is very great to very useful, and it just is a game changer. And then active to passive: do questions, don't just read. So yeah, we're not doing any reading, we're just jumping straight into the questions even though we do not understand, and that gives us or prepares us to like go about how we can approach this with a questions first mindset, and then familiarity first. So we're doing the skimming, which allows us to like put all these dots, and then once we're like attending these questions, we connect all these dots, which drives the point home and helps understand the entire thing. And teaching is testing. So teaching is the best way to learn anything. I don't know, but that's a very prevalent and a prevalent fact. So you just test, and if you can explain it, you know it very well. And understand, don't copy. So AI is a tool, not a crutch. So yeah, as much as AI is very useful, I mean, you can like you have to like be kind of smart, but then you can see how this can like span out to be a very efficient way, and how you can use this to like 5x your learning very easily. So yeah, that is it for the video, and hope you like got the much value out of this, and consider liking the video if you got value out of this, and subscribing if you want more videos like this. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely rest of the day. Cheers.